How bad does it get before it gets better? Well, unfortunately, I think it gets a lot worse, and I don't think it can get better. If you define better by an economy that is structurally sound. So let me preface by saying that. And this goes back to my conversation with Jeff Snyder and Lynn Alden. If you guys watched that interview, it was hugely popular. And that Thursday night whiteboard video is based on that conversation I had with Jeff and Lynn, where I asked Jeff point blank, I said, can we have a recovery in the real economy if we don't fix the monetary system? And his answer was no. No, we do not get a true recovery in the real economy unless the euro dollar monetary system that we have had since Bretton Woods is fixed, because it collapsed in 2008. It's still broken and it's just sputtering. It's on life support right now. And there's no way to have a proper recovery that would create a fundamentally sound economy without a fundamentally strong monetary system. So I don't know there's a way we can transfer or transition from the Eurodollar system into a brand new monetary system without going through some serious pain. I hope there is, but I haven't figured it out yet. And unfortunately, I think what's going to happen is the politicians and the central banks aren't going to acknowledge that the existing system is broken because they don't understand it. I mean, Snyder and a handful of other people, I would argue, are really just the only people in the world, quite frankly, that understand the global monetary system. And there's no way politicians do. I mean, they don't even know the first thing about it. And I don't think the Powell does. I don't think the Fed does. And so if they don't even understand it, they don't even know it's broken, they're just going to continue to do the same things over and over and over again, but just more of them, expecting different results, the definition of insanity. And as a result, they're going to make the system not only more fragile, but they're going to make it structurally more and more unsound until we get to a point where there's just no turning back and the whole thing is just a house of cards that just completely collapses in on itself, regardless of what the central banks or the politicians do. And I wish they understood the problem so we could try to transition to a new system to avoid some of that downside that we'll have to go through, or we will go through, if they continue to try to kick the can down the road with the existing system, making it worse. But that would require the politicians and the central banks to figure this out. And I don't have any confidence that they'll do that, unfortunately.